So we leave Nova Scotia and head for Prince Edward Island, our final province that we will visit going east. In order to get to Prince Edward Island, we had to make a stop in Moncton. It was just too far, so we took a night and stayed a night in Moncton. Overall, the whole thing was 300 miles and change. We got to go across the very famous bridge. I thought I was getting footage from the dash cam as we were driving across the bridge, but I found out way too late that my dash cam wasn't recording correctly, so I don't have any of that footage. I am at Saint Germain Nature Center, which is right on the very edge of New Brunswick. Just the New Brunswick side of the Confederation Bridge, which takes you to Prince Edward Island. So, gonna try and go up to a observation tower and see if we can get a picture of the bridge. Here's the tower. The Confederation Bridge is Canada's longest bridge at 8 miles, and it is the world's longest bridge over frozen water. The toll was recently reduced this past summer to just $20. That's down from $50. They only charge you a toll going west. The eastbound direction is no toll. Our Airbnb was on the eastern side of the island in a town called New Glasgow with this gorgeous view. While on Prince Edward Island, we took these beautiful coastal drives. Look, no fog. You can see the water. That's cool. Stop at these small little towns. They got one restaurant. Have yourself some fish tacos. There's a big fish in a taco shell. We took a day to explore Charlottetown on the southern end of the island. You see these yellow and red pathways. There's like 4 different colors, and each different color will take you on a different walking tour with different themes. One of the places that we stopped was this big Gothic kind of church, like something you would see in Europe. At one point, we got a little lost and ended up just kind of walking through a neighborhood trying to get to a coastal boardwalk. People come to Prince Edward Island for a lot of reasons. One of the biggest reasons is Maud Montgomery and her stories of Anne of Green Gables. So you can't come here and not go see the Anne of Green Gables heritage. My understanding is she actually lived here in this area. The Green Gables house was her aunt's house, which inspired the stories. But, there's just people from all over the world there. Apparently it's huge in Japan. They have parks with statues of Maud. You could take a trail to go to the actual house that Maud lived in, not her aunt's house, because Maud lived in a little tiny house. So you go walk through the woods, which is also covered in the stories. Okay, path through the haunted wood. Now you gotta wonder, was this a path that was always here that they just then smoothed out? We stood in line to get into the Green Gable house. And when we got in there, it's an old house, small rooms, small hallways, too many people. We just got claustrophobic. We're not going upstairs. We exited out a side door. It just said, seen enough. Bye. We spent a week on Prince Edward Island, which was probably not enough because it is a really cool place. But we needed to start thinking about how do we get out of Canada and on to our next destination. So that's the next video.